to our live coverage of this UEFA League match. It's match day one, it's Group A, as we take on Liverpool in the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. The Liverpool substitutes taking their place on the bench, the players getting lined up in the tunnel, and a real heavyweight clash this one. And Napoli have a pretty decent record against Liverpool. Most recently, they beat Jurgen Klopp's side in the group stage 3 years ago by 2-0, and then they drew the return at Anfield. So, meeting this is between the two clubs, all during the course of the last 15 years or so. There's an identical record: 2 Napoli wins, 2 Liverpool wins, and 2 draws. Advantage on match day one. Will it be Napoli or Liverpool as they emerge out into this splendid arena? Holds just under 55,000. The Maradona Stadium used to be called the Sao Paulo, of course. Huge, great, oval, crucial ball. Napoli on the right as you look at Liverpool in the red on the left.
Come on, Salah!
Names for big games, and few bigger than Mohamed Salah. So always special match day one. The anthem is back.
Trevor is on injury. He's not playing the Champions League, guys, so that one is a derby. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. If you're new.
As the two coaches meet, Jurgen Klopp and Luciano Spalletti, who has broken his collarbone in a train accident last week, went to Milan to have an operation on him, and that's why he has his arm in a sling and needs the crutch. Jurgen Klopp was patting that shoulder nonetheless. Well, let's have a look at the two sides. Napoli unbeaten so far this season under coach Spalletti, back on stage for the 7th time. 2 changes to the side, which one on Sunday. Left back Mario Rui drops to the bench. Matis Oliveira comes in. Herming Lozano got a head injury in that game in Rome. Is also a substitute. Matteo Politano. But all the talk and all the eyes on number 7, Micha Kvaratskhelia. 4 goals in his first 5 games in Italian football. That's some start, and they're already calling him Maradona, can you believe? Our referee is Carlos Del Chero Grande from Spain. Captains Di Lorenzo and Milner meet in the middle. It smiles on. This is the Liverpool starting lineup.
Alisson, Gomez, Fabinho, Alisson goals, Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robert, Elliot, Fabinho, Milner, Firmino, and Salah. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Liverpool.
It's the nod ahead of Joe Gomez. No, that's incorrect. I beg your pardon. Joe Gomez is in the starting lineup, and Joel Matip is amongst the substitutes. My error. So Sue Smith is alongside.
Let's go!
Brilliant occasion. Match day one. Champions League is back. 2 good teams here as well.
Oh, absolutely can't wait for this. You know, I think you look at, like say, both sides. Like to go, like to attack. Really excited. Both teams can score goals. Can't wait.
Come on, Liverpool. Come on, Liverpool. Attack. Let's go.
So Napoli get the game underway. Kicking from left to right in the blue jerseys and white shorts. And immediately to their goalkeeper, It's Merritt who clears away downfield. And it's normally a cagey start to Champions League occasions.
Yeah, it is, because it's always nervy, isn't it? I think obviously both sides, they want to get off to a good start, you want to get that pass, you want to make sure the first tackle.
Here's being turned by Osherman. Oh, and he's hit the outside of the post. From inside 45 seconds of the game. Wow, what a start.
Oh, what a start. But that's what Liverpool do, they play that high defensive line. So they're going to try and exploit that with the pace in behind. Does so well. Alisson comes out, manages to ride the goalkeeper.
Alisson!
Tight, can't get it on target.
It's a magnificent start.
Get out to the 50, guys.
Outside of the post. Wow. Liverpool lucky to get away with that.
He just screamed up, man.
Back to goalkeeper it goes. Alex Merritt again for Napoli. Well, that will certainly lift the crowd.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, if you're a Liverpool player, you want to try and quieten the crowd, but for Napoli, a perfect start to get in behind that Liverpool defence and have a shot that just hits the post. Gives a real confidence moving forward.
Fabinho for Liverpool, finding Virgil van Dijk, the Nigerian. Osherman almost creeping in behind. Well, he did creep in Liverpool's back line. Here is Joe Gomez finding Alexander Arnold.
Drink.
Roberto Firmino.
Bobby Firmino.
Not leaving the ball to roll under his foot, and Napoli have possession back to run in behind. This time Alisson, the Liverpool goalkeeper, came out to sweep a keeper roll. And Alexander Arnold finds Roberto Firmino for Liverpool, who has a little bit of space to run into. Tried to find out by Di Lorenzo, and tied it up for Napoli by the Vodka. Up towards the halfway line, Van Dijk is there. Lobotka. In the Napoli goal, it's 99th appearance for the club. This is
Tackle again, tackle up!
inside Alexander Arnold. Nice little pull back, and the shot took it. I think it's just wide of the right hand upright from Zielinski. Deflected on its way, and Napoli nearly start from Napoli.
Yeah, great start, absolutely brilliant. Liverpool, they look disorganised at the back. Gomez, they're trying to go out and cover Trent Alexander-Arnold, but it's real positive play from Napoli. They want to get themselves forward those gaps that Liverpool are leaving, and again, really unlucky with the effort.
Well, a penalty kick has been awarded.
What?
Because it was deflected wide. James Milner's hand.
What?
Jurgen Klopp here. Liverpool are in all kinds of difficulty.
You could be
The referee from
Oh my
spot. Because it did hit Milner's hand.
God, the penalty!
Wide. And Zielinski, whose shot it was, is going to take this 5th-minute penalty for Napoli. Beat Liverpool here 2-0 3 years ago. It's Piontek facing Alisson. Luciano Spalletti can't even watch. Zielinski scores for Napoli. Fabulous start for the Italians. Liverpool are behind. Piotr Zielinski from the penalty spot. 1-0.
You've got to say it's deserved. They've started the game so well, really in behind Liverpool a couple of times. It was the right decision. I didn't see it in open play. James Milner had his arm out. The ball hit his arm. Great spot. And what a penalty. Alisson goes the opposite way, but it's in the bottom corner.
Well, that is the worst possible start for Liverpool and a magical beginning for Napoli. Defensively, in that first 5 minutes,
just all over the place. And like I say, we know that they play this high line, and Napoli targeted that, but usually they play it so well. Very disorganised.
Here is Diarento. All the way to Robertson. Robertson into Luis Diaz. Diaz beautifully dragging it from Rahmani, and it's deflected behind. Well, the only silver lining on Liverpool's cloud at the moment is that there's a mighty long way to go in this game. The confidence amongst the Liverpool ranks is fragile. They've not made a good start to the Premier League season. Their worst start in 6 years, actually. And they've not made a good start to this game. Corner kick, which Alexander-Arnold delivers. It's headed by Osimhen away inside the goal mouth. Robertson underneath it. Osimhen immediately looking to get the return. Brilliant piece of play, running at Joe Gomez here and turning it in towards Scalia. Kyle Scalia with Zielinski in the middle. The Georgian is running here. He's done well. It's Anguissa's shot which hit Fabinho, then Gomez, and clears away momentarily. But Liverpool are really on the run.
They really are. And Napoli praised for their exciting attacking football, and you can see why. From these opening moments, they want to get forward, they want to try and exploit the space that's been left. But it's just how positive they are, how direct they are, and at the moment, Liverpool can't.
So Alisson in the Liverpool goal, beaten already by that early Zielinski penalty, finds Fabinho. Here's Harvey Elliott. Firmino trying to squeeze it through as it was blocked, and he might get a second chance here. That's a good ball from Milner to Elliott. But it's a nice idea.
Yeah, it was, and that's exactly what Liverpool can do, and what Firmino can do. He'll drop into those little spaces. Once he drops into the space, the other two players either side will go long. Harvey's been a standout for Liverpool this season. You know, he's unlucky. You can see what he's trying to do. Just feed that into the far post, and Salah to come in, just open it slightly.
Forward it goes to Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Cut out here by Milner, and the pressure from Anguissa. Really big at the start. Here's Joe Gomez. Van Dijk, Robertson. Milner, there's a little kick on James Milner there. I don't think the referee quite spotted it. It was from Amir Rahmani. That is a foul on Anguissa coming out here from the Spanish referee.
Frustration from James Milner. Gets the ball taken off him. And then he's trying to get the ball back, and he's just late, isn't he? Is he yellow card?
Only 9 minutes in. That's the spot for me. What a good decision it was. Heavy crowd told him.
Yeah, I think when you put your arm out like that now, you know that that's going to be given as a penalty if the ball hits it.
There weren't any complaints from Liverpool. Fabinho into the path of Milner. Milner was fouled. He needs to be careful now.
Smash the line, but you're under Napoli lead with 1-0. Button, bro. Get to 50 likes. Let's go. We're on now 1-0 in Italy. Oh. Unbelievable.
Plays short to Harvey Elliott. Elliott looking for Joe Gomez. He's around the back. Salah who's around the back. Fabinho for Liverpool. Excellent header away from Kim at the back for Napoli. Liverpool. Real handful. Gomez, look at them hustling and harrying. That's Matteo Politano this time.
It's excellent. What they've done on the ball has been so good and so positive. I've spoken about that. Also off the ball, the work rate close Liverpool down and not letting them get into any sort of passing.
It's Firmino. See the tight to it. Robertson. Virgil van Dijk. A boomer from Van Dijk to Mohamed Salah. Zielinski to tidy up. There's been a lot of change at Napoli over the last year, but Zielinski is very much one of the senior guys, approaching 300 games for the club now. Very good penalty.
Expected Napoli to start this well because of the change and the
Let me
complaints.
say, all the penalty in the match. You can't believe this we can't see one penalty before. As the game starts up. Unbelievable, man.
I don't think there was much doubt about that being a yellow card for James Milner. So, Napoli, sorry. Osimhen making a nuisance
He's done big up
again.
his. Oh.
Getting a bit of help
Where's
from
Welcome?
Fabinho to deal with him.
He's got to make everything his knees strong. He can hold the ball all day. We obviously know he can get in behind and use his pace. A bit difficult for the full back line.
Absolutely crucial that Liverpool have foothold in this game. Anguissa here. Osimhen in the middle. They're in trouble again. Anguissa curling it away. The header hit Van Dijk as it came in from Matteo Politano. Liverpool were a bit fortunate again. And that's Trent Alexander finding Mohamed Salah. Now they might break. Firmino, Robertson, Diaz.
Diaz, pass ball. Elliot.
Andrew Robertson as well.
Salaki. Let's take Salaki, Liverpool. Let's go.
Well, they talk often in European football about quietening the crowd. Liverpool didn't do that very well.
He didn't at all. Completely the opposite.
Yeah,
Andrew Robertson with this corner, which is touched up in the air by Merritt. It was more up than out. It's helped on its way for Napoli, and it's gone out to play. Politano's header at the other end. Don't think it was goal bound, but it hit Van Dijk.
Probably should have done better. Great play from Anguissa. Gets it out Politano. So we can praise Van Dijk getting over there and putting the block in.
Robertson. Liverpool have never scored in this stadium in 3 visits. Can't be many grounds around the world you can say Liverpool have never scored in. Zielinski to Anguissa. Anguissa's through ball is a lovely one. Osimhen giving Van Dijk all kinds of problems. Well, he's down and hurt. It was a brilliant pass from Anguissa into Osimhen. And Van Dijk a real handful. The VAR are looking at that challenge from Virgil van Dijk.
What?
Hernandez.
No red card. Oh my God.
This is a brilliant ball from Anguissa.
God.
He knows that Osimhen's giving Van Dijk all sorts of problems. Can he play it in behind so he can have a go at him? He does look hurt. It looked like Van Dijk had got the ball initially, but you can see a different angle.
Well, the pace. And he's going to go and have a look in here. Well, that would suggest that the video assistant referee thinks there's something in this. This could be another penalty to Napoli.
What?
Good. Wow. The pace of Osimhen gave Van Dijk all kinds of problems. Did Liverpool's Dutch defender foul him? He's trodden on his foot.
And that's probably all he needs to see, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's a penalty.
Completely. Yeah, because Van Dijk kind of gets himself. They're both running. They look like quite even, don't they? But then
You have Darwin Bambi. Jesus Christ,
to get on
man.
the end of that, I think that says that that's going to be a penalty.
Well, here is the decision, and it's going to be a big one. It's a penalty.
What?
It's another penalty for Napoli. Well, now there might be a different penalty. Osimhen is going to take this. Virgil van Dijk shown the yellow card for the challenge. Liverpool are unwrapping inside 20 minutes in Naples. Well, this is huge. If Osimhen can put this in, Napoli have a 2-goal lead, and Liverpool are in all kinds of trouble.
Save Alisson, save it, Alisson. The ball, Alisson. Come on, Alisson. We need a big save from you. Come on.
Liverpool nil. It's saved by Alisson, but the follow-up is...
Yes! Come on, Alisson. Well done.
Alisson saved.
Come on.
Taker.
Come on.
Bizarre. You think Zelensky, brilliant penalty, that initial.
Well done.
I just thought he was going to take it again. Yes, you can say a good save from Alisson. Not a great penalty. It's quite laboured running up to it. I think Alisson to go down. Good save.
Well, turning points in football matches, we don't know what's going to happen in an hour and a quarter or so, but we may look back on that as being a turning point. It's a massive let-off for Liverpool, who need to get their act together before more damage is done. Miscontrolling the ball, and Matías Oliveira puts it out of play.
We haven't seen most all know and love, have we, this season? And again, that's just another legacy. Really, Mo Salah miscontrolling it. We've still not seen that in this game.
Here's Elliott for Firmino. Elliott back to Van. Robertson. Luis Diaz. Roberto Firmino is closed down by Rahmani very, very quickly. And here he goes. Kvaratskhelia. Osimhen ahead of him. He steps inside once and twice. And then finds Matteo Politano. Osimhen is in the middle. Matteo Politano's curling ball by Alisson. But we could see there what the Georgian could do.
Great. Pace at which they attack and they commit numbers forward.
This was with the Jamaica. For
Alexander on the Liverpool side, who need to get their act together. And 40 to 20 minutes, because Osimhen missed the penalty kick just 13 minutes after Zelensky scored his. Monquista on Fabinho, free kick to...
Free kick to him, man. Don't worry, free kick now.
It's definitely a free kick. Alisson does well, reads which way it's going to go.
It's actually quite a bad miss by Di Lorenzo from the full line.
It is, because he gets himself into an area. It's a good follow-up as well from the Liverpool defence, isn't it? Fabinho sliding in to make it difficult, but
how they can do the goal.
Hey, Nika.
Alexander Arnold's delivery.
What?
Was
Don't
there a
let him.
touch on its way through? Yes, there was. It's a call.
Good job. Finally. Oh
yeah,
my
the quality
days.
that Trent Alexander-Arnold's got in that position.
I did it.
Just aim for that far post at any sort of nick, whether it's from a defender or an attacker, that's going to go in at that back post. Good save.
It's been a very, very eventful 22 minutes. Liverpool's corner. Robertson swinging bringing it in. Oshiman got the Elliott here for Liverpool. Anguissa came across and made the block. That'll be another Liverpool corner kick.
Really need a before half time.
Kvaratskhelia has shown it to do. Defending now though. This Liverpool corner again. There with a clearance. It's brilliantly off.
Absolutely brilliant from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He got control it. He takes his eye off it. It's just so unlike Mo Salah.
Ball from Alexander-Arnold. Here's Elliott to Joe Gomez. Fabinho finding Andrew Robertson for Liverpool. Played by Fabinho, he probably heard Oshiman coming. It's Robertson. Luis Diaz. Still going Luis Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Free kick has gone Napoli's way against Liverpool's Luis Diaz here, who was overstretching to try and win that ball back and did indeed trip Stanislav. The follow-up wouldn't have counted.
Yeah, it was a free kick and he just run into bodies, didn't he? Run out of space and give the ball away. But I'm just impressed with how Napoli are getting back shape so quickly, making it difficult for Liverpool to play around, and they take too many touches maybe. But then when they break with so much pace.
Di Lorenzo. And he's chasing, he looked offside and he is. He's super quick, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And he wants to make the channels. He was just saying then, do it a little bit quicker because he made his run. But that extra touch, he's only just offside. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold up in time.
Fabinho finds Diaz, it bounced up onto his hand. It's a free kick to Napoli. Liverpool have won their last 20 matches in the Champions League. They won every away game in last season's competition, which was an extraordinary feat. Lost the neutral game to Madrid at the end, though. Nice the vodka. That's won by Luis Diaz. Good play by Liverpool. Roberto Firmino, Harvey Elliott, looking for Mohamed Salah. Just about dealt with Kim, James Milner. Fabinho. Trent Alexander. Manchester Oliveira in front of him. It's a high hanging ball. Who is outnumbered. It's Robertson finding Elliott. Resisted the temptation to hit it. The youngster found Fabinho. Better from Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold. Did it come off Roberto Firmino or a defender? I think it's going to be a Liverpool call.
Much better from Liverpool though, moving it from left to right. Moving the ball quickly.
I might have been saying to Mo Salah there, you all right, son? Two very poor miscontrols by the Egyptian, which is most out of character. Liverpool's corner. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery, firmly Harvey Elliott. Gomez. Scooped in by Salah. Van Dijk is still clearing. Header goes to Alexander-Arnold, and Anguissa took it from him and finds Matteo Politano. He's running now. Just be careful because he's on the yellow card. Joe Gomez is across, and he's beaten by Oshiman in on goal here. He has option square, and it's off the line by Virgil van Dijk. My goodness me, Liverpool escape again. Come up denied by Virgil van Dijk on the line.
Well defended, Virgil. Well defended.
will be massively relieved.
Well done.
Mistake from Gomez, but again, causing all sorts of problems. Really good reading of the game from Van Dijk. Knows is out of position, knows where the ball's going to go, just reads the game, anticipates it so well. Should have scored.
He can't believe they're not through. It is a corner, and it is the goal scorer Zielinski who takes short, and it's kicked in by Politano, headed away for Liverpool, and then lashed by Kvaratskhelia.
Really unselfish there for Oshman as well. Opened up for him, he didn't, played it inside. She was a better.
Well, as difficult a 28 minutes as Liverpool have had this season, and what's been a difficult start to the season for them. Here's Mohamed Salah, just failing to keep it in play. Brilliant from the Nigerian.
He does so well. He nicks the ball off Gomez, and like I say, he has an opportunity to shoot, but he isn't quite right, so plays it inside to Kvaratskhelia. But Van Dijk, great reading of the game.
Kim with the clearance, another one of the new Napoli signings brought in from Fenerbahce. Robertson. Pulled down by Robertson, finding Luis Diaz. Being chased by Di Lorenzo. He finds James Milner. Liverpool beginning to have the lion's share of possession in this game, which is something that they are accustomed to, but they haven't really created anything. They might now. Mohamed Salah on the turn. Good save by Merritt. That's better from Salah. Look sharper there.
You wanted to get in, you're obviously getting your width from your full-backs getting forward, but it's a turn, but just can't get any sort of power or accuracy on the shot, but better from Mo Salah. That might give him a little bit of confidence.
Cute with the clearance. Anguissa. Been short. Alexander Arnold for Joe Gomez. Under pressure again, Joe Gomez. Kvaratskhelia. Osimhen is in the middle. Kvaratskhelia, can he beat Joe Gomez? He has support from Anguissa. Zielinski, beautifully played. Anguissa, 2-0. Fabulous goal. Andre Frank Anguissa for Napoli. And they thoroughly deserve it.
Ah, boy.
Brilliantly.
This team is just not stressed.
Liverpool 0.
Absolutely deserved. Brilliant football there from Napoli, and Anguissa has been a real standout player. That box midfielder, he's getting forward, helping out with attacks, getting back, defending. This is real quality. When he's in front of goal, again, Paul from Gomez, all nicked off him. They're just taking too many touches at the back. Kvaratskhelia as well, and then this is just a lovely bit of play. 1-2, so easily sliced through that Liverpool defence, but great 1-2, and then he gets there against that. You think he's going to go one way, he doesn't, he then cuts back. And that's, Alisson thinks he's going to go that way. Good quality finish, well deserved.
Fabulous first half for Luciano Spalletti and Napoli. Been absolutely the vodka. Good turn by Zielinski. Just a little bit too much pace on it for Kvaratskhelia.
The balance in midfield for Napoli is absolutely brilliant. Got the vodka, key player wants to get on the ball, drops deep, can turn. You can see he's always on the hard turn, always looking forward. Very technical player. And then Anguissa, that box-to-box energy.
Luis Diaz has given the ball away. Goes down Luis Diaz, and the referee says out. Liverpool's free kick. Well, such is the 13 minutes of the first half to go. Liverpool Liverpool might actually be not too unhappy if they can just go in 2 down, because Napoli are carving them open. Alexander-Arnold with the ball in. Van Dijk with the header. Good strike. Still in play. Roberto Firmino to Salah. Firmino again. It's lost out to Matheus Oliveira. And Oliveira plays it off Firmino. It's going to be a throw-in. Good save by Merritt to deny Van Dijk.
Yeah, it's a good reaction in front of him. Has to get himself across. Van Dijk just gets something on it, tries to head it down. Has to just try and claw it away. Merritt does.
Well, Gomez has had a particularly difficult first half.
Luckily we've got Joel Matip on the plane. Experienced player. You just wonder. We make that change at half time.
It would be dispiriting for Gomez to be taken off, but he's been dispossessed twice. Led to a goal the second time. Very nearly led to a goal time. Andrew Robertson, nicely cushioned pass into projecting Luis Diaz. Milner, close to being offside. Scooted to Elliott, who's just, there was a little touch from Kim, and it just diverted the ball that meant Elliott couldn't control, and it came off his knee, I think, and wide.
Milner did well to keep it onside, and like I say, just
Harvey Elliott, seriously, bro. Hit that
to try and get something on it and cut it.
Oh, well tried, man. Good try. Good try, Elliott. Good try.
To try and adjust your body and
But
get
it's
back
not
on
score,
target.
bro.
Well, two managers with expression-filled faces. I've only met once before, actually. It was Spalletti was the coach of Zenit, and Klopp was the coach of Borussia Dortmund. Klopp's Dortmund won in St. Petersburg in the first leg of a Champions League match. 14 in the round of 16. Spalletti had been sacked by Zenit before the second leg. I don't think that Napoli will be sacking him before the second against Liverpool in this Champions League group, that's for sure.
Definitely not.
And he's a bit short, but got away with it. Forward by Lobotka. By Milner, got to be careful.
Just the awareness of Lobotka and how he uses his body so well. Just draws those fouls.
He's pushing it off after it again, and Alisson is there. Well, if the referee's not totting up James Milner's fouls, you can bet that Luciano Spalletti is. Elliott. 4-4. Away to Matheus Oliveira and back into the South Korean, back to Alex Merritt and as a consequence the ball has gone to Liverpool's Fabinho, James Milner, Robertson, Elliott trying to connect it. His boot was quite high, and Zielinski brings it away for Napoli.
Just listen to halves of Napoli. Tall, strong. Every cross that comes in, they're just dealing with it.
Van Dijk, Robertson. That's a good ball. This is Milner. Two around in James Milner. No foul by Marnie, and good strength by Anguissa and determination from Roberto Firmino as well. Armani with the Clearance away downfield, it's collected by Van Dijk. Here's Roberto Firmino. Elliott thought about the spectacular feat. Alexander-Arnold who held it into Kim. That's a good defensive header from Di Lorenzo. Liverpool just questions as the half comes towards its end. Anguissa, it was a nice little pirouette.
It's a great play from Anguissa, wins the ball back off. There's a lovely little turn to get himself out of trouble and wins a foul. That's just a lovely finish. Like I said, he's been key for Napoli in there, and just the quality that he showed that he's got on.
It's only the third goal of his club career. Scored for Marseille, never scored for Fulham, had never previously scored for Napoli, scored twice in a loan spell at Villarreal. He was calmness personified. Mohamed Salah, put behind by Romani, Liverpool have a call.
I think that's a decent area to put it into. I think he get in front of your man. That's just a little bit on his heels there.
I wonder if this is a consequence of the challenge earlier. It looks to me that Osimhen's game is done. Well, Liverpool have been mighty pleased to see the back of him because he has given them all kinds of problems. But this doesn't look good for him.
Doesn't. You wonder if it, the way that he was describing it there to the physio, I think you know, don't you, as a player, when something's gone, but wow, what a 40 minutes.
Yeah. He's been absolutely outstanding. Victor Osimhen has to leave the field of play. He's been brilliant, but he also missed the second penalty.
He won it, so whether he felt, this is my turn to take this and get the goal that I deserve, but...
Well, Osimhen's game is up with 5 minutes of the first half to go. Giovanni Simeone is coming on. On loan from Verona, the Argentine, comes with 4 minutes of the first half remaining. Napoli, but everything else has gone pretty well. He goes to the Liverpool corner. Up go the heads. Head off Van Dijk. Just waving his right foot at him.
I didn't know much about it. It's easy for the goalkeeper, Merritt.
Di Lorenzo. Oh, lovely little dummy by Tano. Liverpool are very happy to get the ball back. Milner looking for covered by Kim, but here's Luis Diaz. Firmino and Salah in the middle. Luis Diaz is running at Kim here. Did well, Kim. Liverpool did well.
Yeah, really good defending. Didn't dive in. Diaz didn't know which way to go, whether to go inside or outside, and yeah, Kim just made it really difficult for him. That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Good player. Politano. Liverpool's corner. If they can grab something before half time, that would really flatter them, but it doesn't mean to say it won't happen. Robertson with the corner kick. Virgil van Dijk's header went the wrong way. Kvaratskhelia is onto it. He's asking Simeone to chase that, but Alisson was there. Anguissa, Robertson, Alexander-Arnold back into Andrew Robertson. That was a good ball. And that's Kvaratskhelia with the overhead clearance. Alexander-Arnold, blocked by Kim. Collected by Zilin. Now getting Mathias Oliveira forward. Zielinski, Anguissa, Rahmani. They've been much the better side, Napoli.
They've been excellent. Defensively, they've been very good. It's been difficult for Liverpool to create any chance. And then going forward, they've been frightening. So much pace and quality. Players joining in. The movement's been very good. Yeah, Liverpool have struggled to cope with them.
Brought by Fabinho. Here's Roberto Firmino. Good play by Ken, did really well. Firmino slid in there with a challenge which Lebon, but to his credit, didn't go down. The Slovakian is on Kita with another little turn. He's enjoying himself. Kvaratskhelia knocks it one side of Alexander Arnold. Tries to come inside Joe Gomez. Goes again. 3-0. Steering into the back of the net. Napoli can't believe this. They've torn Liverpool apart again. Coming to the heart of it. Joe Gomez, again, question marks about him. But Giovanni Simeone...
Yeah, take that Joe Gomez out, man. Pick him up. Oh my God.
Liverpool 0.
This is absolutely brilliant from Napoli. We spoke about the game and said what a great season he's having so far, the quality that he's got, and he just shows it here. A bit of skill. So he's completely run the show in the middle of the park, but this is quality. This is when you're in confident move, knock the ball around Trent Alexander-Arnold, maybe a little bit fortuitous, fortuitous you could say, just hard working, manages to get the ball past Gomez, and then it's to get your head up and pick out Simeone, and it's a tapping for him, but absolutely brilliant from Napoli. Poor defending from Liverpool, maybe pointed with that.
Club, take up Joe Gomez. We're gonna join my team.
Absolutely.
Shit, man.
In this first half, they have blown Liverpool apart. 3-0 down. That flatters Liverpool, not Napoli.
Yeah. Just the reaction from Trent Alexander-Arnold, doesn't even run back in. You know, that's the difference, the energy work rate that Napoli is showing. Liverpool haven't showed that in his first half. Big talking to, I think, from Jurgen Klopp at half time.
Alex Warren away to the back. Oh, Milner. Well, this is James Milner, who got an early yellow card on Lebonka. Milner's fortune. That could easily have been a second yellow.
Yeah, it could. You just got to be so careful. Like I say, he got booked so early on. The way that James Milner plays, the passion that he shows, when he dives into tackles.
Can't help feel that Jurgen Klopp might be thinking he has to take off Gomez and he has to take off Milner as soon as possible. And Gisa forward, helped on its way by Matteo Politano. And that's Milner again. My goodness me.
Got to be so careful. Oh, this is just lovely play. You know, Gomez manages to get something on it, but it's just a strength. Kvaratskhelia shows his pace and his quality. And that's how much it means to him. Just come on the field and get to tap it because of the quality. The left winger.
A devastating first 45 minutes from Napoli comes to an end. Liverpool have been ripped to shreds in a way you almost never see. Jurgen Klopp heads for the dressing room as quickly as he can. Piotr Zielinski with the early penalty. A second brilliantly finished by Gisa. A third tapped into the net by Simeone. Osimhen missed a penalty and Van Dijk cleared a one off the line from Kvaratskhelia. It could honestly have been worse. Milner's lucky he hasn't been sent off. Half time, Napoli 3, Liverpool 0.
This presentation is brought to you by Pepsi, the UEFA Champions League official sponsor. Welcome to
to TT Bet Arena, Trinidad's #1 sports betting company, where you can bet on any sport you can think of. You can bet on Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, UEFA Champions League, IPL and CPL cricket, as well as English and American horse racing. You can bet from anywhere in the world, including the safety of your home, from your computer or mobile device. So, to get started, go to our website at ttbetarena.com, sign up for an account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. And we even have agents in East, Central, and South Trinidad who will meet you to collect your deposit. For more information, call 1-868-287-2128. And look out for our new outlet coming soon to Ramchuran Street in Chaconas. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad.
This football season, Flow Sports brings one of the biggest clubs on the planet, Liverpool FC. Each week, check out LFC TV exclusively on Flow Sports. We'll take you inside Anfield and beyond to catch up on your weekly Liverpool matches, plus an up-close and personal look at the Reds. LFC TV on Flow Sports. Don't miss the weekly action. Flow Sports, changing the game.
With the foghorn sounds, the moon celebrates.
Oh, look out! What a start!
They're not just in the ball. After the 90th minute,
Unbelievable saves here!
but the men from the south have a mission to silence the ball.
How's goal?
Breathtaking lead, so listen out for it. SV League versus FC Augsburg.
Stream every Bundesliga match live on the Flow Sports app.
Just sit back, football supporters around the world and enjoy.
started in May in Doha will reward global athletic stars who have remained consistent after crisscrossing the world, competing at a high level for 5 months. Join us as we take you to Zurich on September 7th, starting at 11:30 a.m. ECT, and September 8th at 1 p.m. ECT for live and exclusive coverage.
Former champions Bolognese are still very much on the hunt for at least a top 4 finish in the Brazilian Serie A. On match day 26, they could move up to second in the standing if they manage to bag all 3 points when they host 12th place Fortaleza. Kickoff is 6 p.m. in CT, 5 p.m. in Jamaica, and it's live and exclusive on Extra 3.
Download the Flow Sports app to watch the Brasileirão.
September will be another important month in the 2022 CLGP calendar. The series moves to the beautiful French Riviera as the tour stops in Saint-Tropez for the French leg on Saturday, September 10th and Sunday, September 11th. 9 and 50s will hit the water in one of the most globally recognized locations for international sport. Join Extra 7 on race days for all the action live starting at 8:50 a.m. in Sydney, 7:50 a.m. in Jamaica. Don't miss it. Also available on the Flow Sports app.
Spectacular! This is absolutely wonderful! What a screamer from Sebastian Aller! It's a glorious goal from the Frenchman, and that is marvellous the way he got to that one. Straight to the right boot of Sebastian Aller, and with a magnificent scissor kick volley. Still confused.
sports app.
Welcome to TT Bet Arena, Trinidad's #1 sports betting company, where you can bet on any sport you can think of. You can bet on Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, UEFA Champions League, IPL and CPL cricket, as well as English and American horse racing. You can bet from anywhere in the world, including the safety of your home, from your computer or mobile device. So to get started, go to our website at ttbetarena.com, sign up for an account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. And we even have agents in East, Central, and South Trinidad who will meet you to collect your deposit. For more information, call 1-868-287-2128. And look out for our new outlet coming soon to Ramchuran Street in Chaguanas. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad.
At what they've seen in that first 45 minutes, a quite brilliant Napoli performance. Liverpool are making a change at half-time. Joe Gomez is replaced by Joel Matip. Liverpool are 3-0 down. Liverpool's heaviest ever defeat in European football is 5-1 at the hands of Ajax in 1966. No exaggeration to say that it could easily have been 5-0 at half-time.
It could, and Napoli have been absolutely terrific. But Liverpool, from the standards that we know that they set, they're far from their best.
Well, we were wondering whether James Milner might be replaced at half-time because he is walking a disciplinary tightrope. He was yellow carded early on. He's committed 3 fouls after that, 2 of which were close to being second yellow cards, you would have thought. But anyway, Liverpool from left to right in the second half, 3-0 down.
Second half start, guys.
And Napoli missed the first half penalty. And Kvaratskhelia saw a shot cleared off the line by Virgil van Dijk.
Unbelievable performance by
Have to
us
score the next goal in this
in the
game.
first half of this game against
Trying to
Napoli.
create some sort of
In
football
Italy.
match. It's worked to Roberto Firmino. Firmino is pushed behind by Anguissa to Liverpool corner.
I think we'll see a different Liverpool in the second half. You know, whether there'll be slight tweaks tactically, but they just have to show more quality on the ball, cut out those mistakes.
In goes the Liverpool corner kick. Up go the heads. It's Matip. And Merritt makes the save. The substitute's first touch of the game is a decent header from the corner.
Yeah, and he'll make a difference. Obviously, we know he's good in the air like that from set pieces, but just his quality on the ball, the way that he reads the game, him and Van Dijk have a very good partnership.
Anguissa with a forward ball. Beautifully played as well. It's Simeone Zielinski. Alisson with a save. 4-0.
What?
Second minute of the second half. Zielinski makes it 4-0 to Napoli. They shake their heads in disbelief. What a fabulous start to the second half. Zielinski again. Alisson made the first save.
It looks like we are going to be the first English team out of the group.
Napoli 4, Liverpool 0.
Oh my days.
Just as I said, this will be a different Liverpool side.
Oh,
You can see
shit.
the high defensive line, time their run so well. Massive is playing to Van Dijk. I've got him. I'll go to him. You come across and cover. That's what Trent Alexander's trying to do. He's trying to come across and cover Zielinski. You know, first shot. Alisson does all he can. He's got to just try and get something on it. Falls back to Zielinski. He's the first one to react. And it's just a lovely dink over the top of the goalkeeper. But again, Liverpool get done from that ball in behind.
Yeah. 4-0. Well, this now really does qualify as an absolute humiliation for Liverpool, and it could get worse. Joel Matip, Salah, Elliott. And Liverpool are just hoping to salvage some kind of shred of respectability from the second half now. Alexander-Arnold then 2-0, then Milner on to Elliott. Cut out by liverpool. Kim. Slightly heavy touch from Di Lorenzo. Liverpool in quickly. Luis Diaz curling shot in the net. It's 4-1. Luis Diaz with an excellent goal.
Well done, Luis Diaz. Oh my gosh.
They're on the scoreboard.
That's much better from Liverpool, and it's the run from Andy Robertson. Does so well. Just puts a question mark in the defender's mind as Luis Diaz cuts inside onto that right foot. He's just looking for that far post, but it is the run of Andy Robertson. You can see just Anguissa doesn't know whether to just step across, and that little step allows Diaz to get the shot in. Good goal.
Napoli 4, Liverpool 1. The goals keep coming. We've had 2 in the first 4 minutes of the
Right now we score a goal, right? Luis Diaz bring us back in the contest. Good goal by Luis Diaz, the Colombian. But we need to get. What we need? We need 4 more goals to tie the game. To try to win it.
He was fouled, but actually it was an offside decision in Liverpool's favour. A couple of seconds earlier, Fabinho. Alexander-Arnold's ball is left for goalkeeper Alex Merritt by Rapani, and it's battered out of play. Robertson for Virgil van Dijk for Joel Matip. Well, it must be one of the worst 45 minutes that Liverpool have ever played under Jurgen Klopp. They took a hammering at Aston Villa during the lockdown period where there were no supporters in the game. We were talking about that at half-time, so that day it was everything Villa hit went in. There were deflections, there were strange circumstances with no supporters in the ground, and maybe that was excusable. This has not been excusable. The first half display was appalling from Liverpool and brilliant from Napoli.
It's the individual and collective mistakes.
Milner to Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz again on his right foot, and he's put that one over the bar.
Diaz. That's that means 4-2.
He's not going to get the corner he wants here.
I think if there's somebody that's going to spark Liverpool back into life, you think it's going to be Diaz. Obviously got his goal, but again, it's just so easy, isn't it? They're arguing with each other. This just isn't something that we see with Liverpool. Normally very much together, but defensively they move poor. They don't look fluid going forward. Just not the Liverpool side that we're used to.
A little slip from Kvaratskhelia didn't come off. Alexander-Arnold forward. Lobotka was there. Alexander-Arnold again into Harvey Elliott. Joel Matip. 39 minutes to play. I suppose if Liverpool were to get a second goal in the next 15 minutes or so, make it 4-2, then there might be a few outbreaks of anxiety amongst the Napoli supporters, which seemed most unlikely when Piotr Zielinski made it 4-0.
That would certainly make it interesting, wouldn't it?
Marquise has been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
You 4 more goal guys won't be good.
Nice. Kvaratskhelia. Giovanni Simeone in the middle. Good block by Joel Matip. Mohamed Salah's forward ball. Asking a lot of Luis Diaz. It was well read by Alex Merritt. That's good goalkeeping.
I think that's when you see the value of Matip as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold is out of position. He comes across and covers, reads that situation well. If Firmino doesn't do it, Matic does that. Gomez getting caught out in that first half.
It's Robertson from Firmino's pass, little deflection on the cross, Merritt's behind it. Definitely more goals in this game, feels like that.
Yeah, it does.
Kim forward. Oliveira just had to stretch, and therefore it wasn't a good ball for Zielinski. Milner knocking it over the top to Mohamed Salah. Salah cutting inside, is put behind by Kim. Liverpool have another corner. You know how statistics don't always actually sum up the game, Sue? Corners in this match so far. Napoli 1, Liverpool 8. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the latest of them. Robertson, not a good ball. Kvaratskhelia, 4-2 on Gisa. Had a little look, trying to play the pass outside of the right boot into Simeone, and he mishit it. Offside anyway against the Argentine.
I think that's probably his first mistake. Gisa, you can see exactly what he was trying to do, like you say, outside of the boot, just to try and keep the ball to Simeone so he didn't have to change his running stride, but he just straight offside.
Here's Firmino. Fabinho. Van Dijk for Matic. It's played by the referee to get out of the way. Luis Diaz finds Harvey Elliott. Elliott, lucky ball outside of the boot. Milner was not quite tall enough. One of the smaller men on the pitch.
Your legs up, guys. Your legs up. Your legs
Want to throw it off to his Diaz. Well, you can see why they've made such an excellent start to the domestic season. Napoli.
I don't think anyone really expected that from them because of the players that they lost. Key players down the spine of the side. But yeah, you can see why they've scored goals. The way that they attack with purpose, direct pace.
Here's Salah though. Robertson might get onto this from Firmino. He has. Alexander-Arnold's at the back post. Oliveira with the clearing header. There's a good header too, and now Kvaratskhelia gets on his bike. And he's already got about 60 metres, make that 70. Simeone's in the middle. Kvaratskhelia tried to go for curl. And couldn't get it through the Liverpool defenders and then commits a foul on Elliott. It's going to be a free kick to Liverpool.
The pace at which Kvaratskhelia runs with the ball.
Yeah. It's pretty frightening.
It is the distance that he covers.
Good try, Diaz. Good try. Good try.
Guys,
I'll be back tomorrow for Premier League predictions. Game week 7. Tomorrow, 12:30.
Liverpool won't be sorry to see the back of Kvaratskhelia, but he's wrapped up and saved for another day.
12:35 p.m. sharp, guys. I'll be live for predictions for game week 7. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get to 50 likes. We're down 4-1 in Diego Maradona Stadium. Napoli leading us, man. A disappointment start for us in the new Champions League Group A stage. Unbelievable. Unbelievable performance by the lads.
Yeah, which is here against Spezia. The next Champions League game is in Glasgow against Rangers. Joel Matip. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold forward. Salah well marshalled by Kim. Look at that crowd, fabulous. T-shirts are optional.
The perfect start for us in the Champions League
Napoli.
this season. Nope. Not looking good.
He's in many ways an unsung player.
That's good.
He's been a brilliant servant for
Chelsea
Napoli.
sacked Thomas Tuchel, guys, as you guys realize. Thomas Tuchel been sacked this morning by Chelsea Football Club, losing to Zagreb.
The ability he's got on the ball and the vision and the awareness that he has, gets in and around the forwards. Good player.
Now with the clearance, Van Dijk with the header for Liverpool, who have substitutions of their own. This is dangerous. It's Simeone letting it go, hoping Lozano takes it up, and it's a wild effort from Lozano. Not sure whether the flag would have gone up then or not, but tight. Lozano off the mark.
I think they're lucky, Liverpool, that there was a mix-up between the two of them. It is offside.
Certainly saw Darwin Núñez getting himself ready to come on for Liverpool shortly.
Darwin!
On the bench to bring on Núñez. You still got Thiago. I'm not sure how long he can play, but a player that can certainly create things in the middle of the park.
I feel that it's not worth risking Thiago in a match in which they're unlikely to get themselves back into it, but then again, he might also have in his mind the need to protect James Milner, but Milner is been around long enough, hopefully, to have listened to what his manager told him.
So now the Arsenal fan relax themselves here before Mikel Arteta get team too.
Just past the hour mark, Thiago and Darwin Núñez are going to be off shortly for Liverpool. As Elliott finds Milner, Milner finds Alexander-Arnold. 4 inside the penalty area, the cross is blocked. Fabinho. Heavy touch, allowing to clear only as far as Alexander-Arnold. Good save. Great header from Luis Diaz.
Sorry,
Fury, actually. Liverpool's Colombian. It's a very good save.
Really good movement from Diaz to get himself across the defender. Good power in the header. Good delivery from Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Sister winning! Oh, yeah,
Can you come across and get involved? Be that second centre forward if you like.
Sister winning.
It's a corner kick which is swung deep to Firmino. Napoli were feeling that the ball might have gone behind the goal before it came back in again. And indeed that is the case. It's a goal kick. Opportunity for Liverpool to make the substitutions here. Darwin Núñez and Diego Jota and Thiago coming on. So Milner, to nobody's great surprise, is coming off. Thiago will go into Milner's position. Darwin Núñez will go into Roberto Firmino's, and Mohamed Salah is replaced by Diego Jota. Not been Salah's night.
No, it hasn't. It's different problems now for Napoli to try and solve. One out and out. Number 9, Núñez. So when those crosses come in, he'll be there.
And here come Liverpool, but give the ball away to Rahmani. Firmino just likes to drop in a little bit more, doesn't he? Find those little bits of space. Alisson to Matip.
Well, guys, man, probably not James, a big freaking easy that. If Jala in this never injured, you know, I think he would have then done 4-1, a big half sword. Should never start now.
Taken away from him by Di Lorenzo. Lobotka. observing Lozano when he was at PSV. Looked like he was going to develop into one of the great strikers of world football, an incredible goal-scoring record in Holland, had a really good World Cup with Mexico in 2018. But his career has tailed off a little bit. Not to reflect on for Liverpool.
Hit that like button there, get to 50 likes, let's go. And the road to 1K on the line.
Set the standard so high, they'll know that haven't quite been on it.
My bad guys, because you see this player, that name James Milner guys, he's wasting our time, man. Pick up a yellow in the first half. Almost get booked again with a red card.
Yeah, he's the spark.
Unbelievable.
I think if he gets on the ball,
Or really was in the
he
game.
can potentially create something for Liverpool.
Our next Champions League game guy will be at Anfield against Ajax.
On Matthias Oliveira.
So, hit that like button.
It's late, isn't it?
Di Lorenzo. His kick. Matthias Oliveira down the line. So they're beaten to it by Joel Matip. Well, fabulous start to Group Napoli, assuming they do win this game. But Fabinho forward looking for Luis Diaz, and Diaz was caught by Ramani here. That will certainly be a Liverpool free kick and a yellow card.
Oh, that's still be a red card.
It's late there from Romani. Diaz just gets a toe to it, just there. It's right decision from the referee. Yellow card.
So 25 minutes to go. And Luis Diaz has given Liverpool a small platform in this game on which to build. Can they now get within 2 goals of Napoli? Alexander-Arnold takes, and it's 2 deep. Not a great free kick.
And that's poor, and he knows it. You expect so much more from Trent Alexander-Arnold from set pieces.
That's the story so far of an extraordinary game in Naples. Napoli 3 up at half time, and believe me, you didn't see it, they were at least 3 goals better than Liverpool. Van Dijk's header, Thiago to Luis Diaz. Thiago coming across has won the ball back for Liverpool. Darwin Núñez back to Thiago, now Fabinho. Harvey Elliott. Nice study by Jota. It's just got away from Luis Diaz. Good thinking by the Portuguese.
It's a nice idea there from Liverpool.
Then we do Europa League watch along tomorrow, guys.
So it's a great run by Romani. Away by Matthias Oliveira.
I think
Napoli
both
were
later on tonight.
their own worst enemies momentarily there, but now they can break. This is having Lozano. Lozano sees a sight of goal, tries to take it on. It's that kind of play, but it's a comfortable save for Alisson. Shorter.
Yeah, about Napoli still want more, don't they? They pull one up, but they're still going forward, still committing players forward. think Lozano should have crossed that. It's a tight angle, he had options at the far post.
Fabinho.
Switching it on you guys.
John Martin into Darwin Núñez. Staying really back London's heaviest ever European defeat at the hands of Ajax. Well, of course, Ajax are also in this group. It's Matty. Lovely ball by Harvey Elliott into a good run, good thing too by Darwin Núñez. Quite sure why they tried to go again past Kim.
He beat him, hadn't he? Kim was on the floor, you can carry on going that way.
He hasn't got many of these nights on his CV, Jurgen Klopp.
Good, I wish you guys put one.
Luciano Spalletti was Mohamed Salah's coach at Roma for a while, as was Alisson also in that team under Spalletti, so they know the Napoli boss.
As you guys know, Diego Costa is going to be a Wolves player. Medical is going to be due today. They'll be doing his medical today for Wolves and confirmed as a new Wolves player. A few hours from now.
To make an impact, wanted to get his goal. He's had a couple of opportunities. It's good.
I'll be streaming. I'll be doing later on today, around 7 o'clock. Diego Costa transfer to Wolves. I'm doing it later on.
So the wonder is he going to get in on the act?
Hit that like button, guys. Let's get to 50 likes.
Alexander Arnold for Harvey Elliott.
I'm going to think if I'll be doing it tonight. I'll be doing it, guys. I'm not sure yet. I have to think if I will do, because like how I'm doing my club now.
20 minutes to go.
And right now 4-1.
Alexander Arnold into short back to Alexander Arnold.
There, check the description below, guys. Just check the description
29 goal attempts
below.
Fairly evenly split. I think it's lucky.
Really,
the attempts are evenly split, and that's what the statistics say, but it's not been an even game.
Not at all. Napoli have been by far the better side.
Get to 50, guys.
Chase is on here. Simeone's reached it, found Zervin. The vodka. Control. Lorenzo trying to get the better of Luis Diaz here. Luis Diaz has found Robertson. And he's got away from Lozano. Luis Diaz now. Darwin Núñez for Liverpool. Shota is in the middle. Darwin Núñez trying to change his pace to get away from Romani, who dealt with it brilliantly. Anguissa's forward ball. The flag has stayed down for the moment. Having Lozano looks slightly unconvinced that he's onside. He finds Zervin, he tries to step inside of Joe Matip, and now the flag goes up. Having Lozano had the demeanour of somebody who knew and all the effort of trying to take on the defender would ultimately be wasted effort. So I think he knew he was offside.
Yeah, initially you thought it was tight, and then looking at that now, and it is frustrating. I know that that's what they're advised to do, keep the flag down, but I think when you know it's offside,
Harvey Elliott. Thiago. Well, by Di Lorenzo.
Come on, Thiago Alcantara.
So Mario Rui, left back.
Thiago is back.
Going to be coming on. And so too is
That's good cross. No, the midfield is back to business now.
international midfielder Mario Rui replacing Matheus Oliveira. That's a straight positional swap. And Zielinski makes way. What a good game he's had.
It's been excellent. In fact, you could probably pick any of the Napoli players. I think they've all played their part. What's been a really good performance collectively.
Matic forward ball fed to Thiago. Thiago couldn't squeeze it through to Darwin Nunez quite, but he's got back onto the loose change. Got away from Di Lorenzo. Nunez with the cross, too long for Jota. Goal kick to Napoli. It's only really once they went 4-0 up Napoli that the game started to become more even, but when you're 4-0 up, I suppose that's pretty natural.
It is, yeah, when you make so many changes. It's not as fluid as maybe what it was earlier. They just look comfortable, don't they? I think the only player that looks like they're going to cause problems for Napoli is Diaz.
Yeah. Yeah, there won't be many feeling pleased with themselves on the plane back to Liverpool. Maybe not any, but Luis Diaz can at least say that he showed some real spirit in the second half. Harvey Elliott trying to find Jota here. Mario Rui in the clearance. To play. Jota for Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk.
Smash the like button if you're new, guys, to the channel. Halfway to three now.
Goalkeeper Alex Merritt, a very good take. He absolutely committed to that. He got there.
He did. And I think when a goalkeeper comes out like that, you've got to get it. And he did, just picked it off his head.
Yeah.
Brilliant goalkeeping.
Come on, Clap, put down oh.
Darwin Nunez hit.
How much subs should we make? No five substitutions. So put down Arthur Melona here again, Clap.
The new loan signing from Juventus, Artur.
Yes! Come on, Arthur! Come on, Arthur! Let's go! Let's go! Finally, man! Oh my days! Oh my gosh! Come on, man!
Former Barcelona man.
Come on, man!
From Juventus.
Give him his debut, Clap.
More badly hurt than before.
Give him his debut here again.
Either that or he's just giving everybody a breather.
Come on!
There's Osimhen. It was a cameo 40 minutes before he tweaked that hamstring. The good and the bad, I suppose, in that he missed a penalty, but this is Trix Mertens is here watching. That's good to see.
It is.
Wearing a Maradona era Napoli shirt.
Brilliant.
Trix Mertens, record goal scorer for Napoli in their history. And one of those people who've moved out to make way for the new guard, and my goodness me, they look good.
Oh, they do. Like you mentioned, Osimhen, and Liverpool just couldn't. They couldn't cope with him. They couldn't cope with his movement, his pace, his quality, causing all sorts of problems. And then unfortunately for him, like you say, had to go off with a hamstring injury, missed the penalty, but what performance.
Yeah, this penalty aside, he was absolutely outstanding. Liverpool just could not deal with Osimhen in particular, but also to a degree, Kvaratskhelia in that first half.
Yeah.
is Joel Matip. Archer. To his international teammate Allison. No, actually, I say it's his international teammate. He is, of course. So Archer has only played 13 minutes of international football for Tite's Brazil in the last 2 years, partly because of injury. But probably just out of selection. Difficult way to make your debut, isn't it? Go on with 15 minutes to play, 4-1 down against buoyant Napoli.
It's not where you really want to come on in, but Jurgen Klopp's obviously giving him some game time, so he's trying to get him up to speed.
Hadn't played any football prior to today this season. But he was good enough not so long ago for Juventus and Barcelona to scheme a deal to send Pjanic to Spain and Artur the other way, in a deal which was valued at around 75 million euros at the time.
Oh, he's a quality player, and whether it's a short-term fix for Liverpool or not, I certainly think he'll be key, especially with injuries in that area at the moment for Liverpool.
There are 10 minutes to play. Napoli will be quite happy to just keep it as it is. Thiago back into Virgil van Dijk. Joel Matip. Well, when Liverpool take on Ajax at Anfield next week, that is going to be a must-win game.
It's going to be very interesting.
It's half.
We knew that it was going to be a close game, but I don't think anybody would have predicted this scoreline. And what a performance in that first half from Napoli. I think you could say that Liverpool were poor and certainly not up to the levels that you expect, but Napoli absolutely terrific. Can't take anything away from them.
Artur. Diogo Jota. Artur was running down a bit of a blind alley and is dispossessed by Simeone. Forward it goes. This is Simeone's looking for space. Here he is. Simeone's already got one. Not by Van Dijk, and Matip gets it back to Allison. And Artur was waiting for the challenge to come. And Mario Rui disappointed.
That's what you can't do though against this side. You can't dwell on the ball, take too many touches.
And Gisa was not fouled. Thiago plays it forward to Luis Diaz. Jota is with him. Darwin Nunez, Alexander Arnold. Jota couldn't quite pirouette away to get an attempt on goal.
Next game, guys, next week, Tuesday, the 13th of this month, we're at home.
It did.
Yeah, it's coming to Anfield.
But then when they went forward against Thiago, that's what
Big home game for us, and we have to bounce back from this defeat against Napoli, and also try to beat Ajax. Hey Jordan, good evening everyone. Yo Walrich, big up yourself, my bro G. Keep coming, bro, share me out. And Walrich, smash that like button, bro. You forget to hit that like button, Walrich. Smash that like button, bro.
Alexander Arnold took it back again.
I'm seeing you guys with this phone. This phone, I'm seeing you guys with. So, you know yourself. Now watch my team, brother. Watch my club, brother. Now watch football. Team a player.
Luis Diaz.
Smash that like button now while
Space
rich.
for the shot.
If I get to smash the like button bro, before you come in the line.
Charged down by Mario Rui and Liverpool have a corner. He's been the only bright spark, hasn't he?
He has. And he's probably the only one, like you said, will be travelling home on the plane and think he's done a job. He's been the one that you thought something's going to happen when he gets on the ball. He's been brave, he's been trying to create, he's obviously got his goal.
Alexander-Arnold with the corner kick, Virgil van Dijk with the header.
So do it then, bro. Do it the blood shit. Wow, let's pick up yourself, man. Hit that like button, bro. Share me out. I'm the so end.
Cross toward Virgil van Dijk. Collected by Darwin Nunez. Here's Diogo Jota. And now Henry Lozano can feed Lobotka. Thiago won it. The referee's let it go. Jota. Well won back by Di Lorenzo.
Smash that like button while rich. Smash that like button, bro. G. Yeah, thanks. Proud of you, bro. Proud of you. Now watch football while rich because of my club. My club, Liverpool. Yeah. Now I have to back my team.
He's had a good night, though, Lobotka.
That's probably his first mistake. He's controlled things in there, just sat in front of the defence. His body position when he receives the ball, always looking forward, always opening himself up.
Here's Joel Matip. Arthur. Nunez. There's Diaz in the middle. Robertson has got forward actually. Darwin Nunez is wanting to get a shot away. He's found Alexander-Arnold when that opportunity didn't arrive. Jota is beaten in the end by Romani. Giovanni Simeone with the overhead kick in very close proximity to Thiago. But he is on key, so they break the game here. He's onside.
Yeah, man, I'm going to reach one thing. You need to keep doing what you're doing as in the wild rich on your channel. You see? Yeah, man.
Liverpool's pretty miserable record in Naples is going to continue. The best result they had in this stadium was 11 years ago, a 0-0 draw in the Europa League. Otherwise, they've lost 1-0 and 2-0. Fabinho. Thiago Silva. Luis Diaz for Diogo Jota, back to Thiago. Thiago's ball through to Jota, Darwin Nunez back into Diogo Jota. It was all a bit too tight in the end, and Romani can just clatter it away. Here's Luis Diaz into Darwin Nunez. Arthur for Matip. Thiago, Jota, shot from Arthur was blocked. It's bounced back to the Brazilian. Thiago, Fabinho.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. That's good. Keep supporting me, man. Share me out, Wild Witch. Share me out, bro. Share me out. Share me out.
It has. That's sent Alexander-Arnold wide, though. He scooped in a terrific cross from a pretty unpromising position.
Whoa! Good defense by Napoli. Good defense by Napoli. Good. Oh my days. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable performance by Napoli home team. Good performance by them.
To try and dig a cross out from there, the position that he was in. I've seen him do that on numerous occasions.
Well, Liverpool might get themselves a consolation. Jota hit it, blocked by Zerbi. That's a high boot from.
Share me out, Wild Witch.
Apologise.
Share me out to the community.
The referee has awarded the free kick, I think.
Put me on your community tag, bro. Make everybody see me. Yeah, see me live, bro. Share me out.
Yeah.
Romani. Kick. It's supremely relaxed.
So I was thinking that. I suppose you would be at 4-1 up.
Yeah. Minimum of 4 added minutes at the end of the game.
4?
The substitutes have been lively too, haven't they? Zerbin and Lozano, Simeone, they've all played their part.
They have, and I think that's the thing, is that when you're on the bench, you want to come on, you want to make an impact. You're seeing players on the field performing like they did in their first half. The players that come on, they do have that strength to be able to rotate. The standard doesn't dip.
Got by Matty. Alexander-Arnold's forward ball's going to Di Lorenzo. Gisa jumping for it. Here's half a chance. Trent Alexander-Arnold trying to shut the door on Elmas. It's a corner though, is it? It's a goal kick.
The start of the seal, guys. It's not ours. It's not ours. Smash the like button if you're new to the channel, guys. Let's get to 50 likes.
Giving themselves a fantastic platform in Group A. I'm sure Rangers are going to be relishing playing them next week.
I don't think any team would. Defensively so solid, they've got a lovely balance in midfield, and then strikers that would frighten, I think, any team.
Jota. Cut out by Anguissa. Has he got one last defence splitting pass in it? No, he's going to be more pragmatic and find the block kick. Romani.
He's been outstanding though, hasn't he, Anguissa?
Excellent. Di Lorenzo. I think Lozano's definitely onside this time. Simeone's in the middle. It's a forward run from Di Lorenzo, but Lozano goes back to Anguissa. They want the cross in the middle, they'll get a corner. last of the minutes added on. Napoli have hugely enjoyed themselves. A quite blistering first half, to which Liverpool had absolutely no answer. Here's Anguissa. Lozano.
Smash that like button, guys.
Behind for another corner kick. And they're going to finish the match on the attack, which seems only right.
It does. I think Liverpool will be so disappointed with how they performed and the intensity that we're used to seeing
Yes,
them play.
we are. We're going to be disappointed indeed. But we have.
Brilliant from Napoli.
Well done, Napoli. Well done.
Will Natis on match day 1 in Group A. They've blown away last season's Champions League runners-up. Absolutely thrashed them in the first half. Liverpool were very fortunate indeed to go in only 3-0 down at the break. The second half was much more even, but by then Napoli had done their work.
They had, and I think we all knew that Napoli had started the season so well, but I don't think anybody would have expected this scoreline and the way that they played, the quality that they played on attack, how clinical they were in front of goal. It could have actually been more. Liverpool were really disappointed with their performance.
Smash that like button.
A result
Smash that like button, guys.
ripples across the continent. Napoli 4, Liverpool 1.
Smash that like button. What a game. We didn't win the game. We should have won the game. The way it's a disappointment performance from us. Seriously. It is. It is a disappointment performance by my club Liverpool. I cannot believe this, but it is. A disappointment performance by Liverpool. I can't believe. I cannot believe this. We lost, guys. We lost. We lost. It was shocking. Shocking start for us in the Champions League Group A. Yeah, me wrapped up here now, Wild Rich. So,
This presentation was brought to you
as I was saying, bro, keep putting on everyone here can take it. Keep putting on. You see, bro, G. Keep pushing, bro. 10 likes. Bro, wrong. Oh, I saw it wrong. My bad, I saw it wrong. So it's still at 9 likes. I saw it that's wrong. So just keep putting out everything you have, bro. Keep putting out contents, man. Keep putting out. It's a disappointment performance by Liverpool Football Club. It's a disappointment performance by us. We should have won the game from the start of the match, and not coming away with the 3 points on the road in Italy. It's not looking good. Seriously, it's not looking that good for us at this moment. It is not. It's a shocking performance. I don't know where to start from right now, but it's not there. We should have won the game. Yeah, we should have won the match. I know this team very well. We should have come away with the 3 points. It's heartbreaking and disappointment, but it's football. You have to just say it's a sports. You see? So we just have to just hold our heads up high and look towards taking on Wolves at Anfield, then Ajax at Anfield in the Champions League. So I'm looking forward for us to pick up a win. So if you're new guys, smash the like button, get to 50 likes. You know why we yes, because I soon leave the stream, guys, because I don't watch the game. I don't watch the match. And a good performance, no doubt.
Kickoff is 6 p.m. CT, 5 p.m. in Jamaica, and it's live and exclusive on Extra 3.
I don't know where to start from. Don't know what else. Here to start talk right now, guys, because worst performance from us is looking to Trent, Gomez, and Milner and Salah showing us. Yeah, for real, because James Milner should never start. Salah, I don't know what's going on with him. Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's the worst disappointment in football, guys. It's the worst disappointment game in the Champions League. I can't believe we lost. Right? In a match that we should have won the game. We should have won this game. And conceding 3 goals in the first half. I don't know what's going on with the boys. Seriously, I don't know what's going on right now. We should have won the game. Seriously, we should have won the match. And it's not there. It's not really there, man. It's not. Losing 4-1. Disappointment. Performance. If you guys like this video, get to 50 likes. And let's see to that 1K, guys. Let's hit that 1K.
Dzień dobry, welcome to Silesia for the first ever Diamond League meeting in Poland. We're about 300 kilometers south of the capital Warsaw, an hour from the Czech border, and there's a real pride, real excitement in the air for this piece of Diamond League history. The magnificent Silesia Stadium has hosted the Kamila Skolimowska Memorial for several years now in memory of the former Olympic hammer champion, but this is a step up. Everyone's invited.
This is much personally for about you. 45.
Have taken up the offer. The atmosphere is building all the time. Well, the weather yesterday was very, very hot. Very hot, according to some people. We had heavy rain this morning. It is dry. Temperature now around 17 degrees. Almost perfect conditions. The track drying out just at the right time. And we also have a dozen freshly crowned world champions from Eugene here in another world-class field. There really is great expectation, including Sharika Jackson and Shawnee Miller-Weibo in the women's 200 metres. Not one, but 2 world champions. Sharika Jackson, the fastest woman alive now over the half lap against Shawnee Miller-Weibo, the world 400-metre champion. And in the men's 400 metres, Michael Norman, who'll do battle once again against the former Olympic champion Karani James. They produced a thrilling finish in Eugene. Can they do the same in Poland, I wonder? Of course, Diamond League points on offer with just 4 meetings now to go until the finals in Zurich in a month's time. Plenty to play for then. Let's let the show begin. We're almost there. I'm Chris Dennis. Alongside me, it's good afternoon to Hannah England.
Good afternoon, Chris. It is so exciting to finally see the Diamond League here in Poland. Poland are just brilliant at putting on athletics competitions, whether it's European Team Championships or World Relays, World Juniors we've had here, everything they've hosted. And every time it's happened, it's been phenomenal. And I feel they're very deserving of this Diamond League. There's a lot of excited athletes. Nick Smith of the Netherlands looks
Oh,
really
good. Here now, watch.
semi-final in Oregon.
Check out
He's
the-
zone out
right
in
now.
lane 9 for a while. Sebastian Berliniak of Poland goes in lane 8. Lane 7 will be CJ Allen of the United States, with a great second place in the Stockholm Diamond League. That was behind the man just over his left-hand shoulder. CJ Allen just acknowledging the crowd support, but there'll be some noise for Alison dos Santos, the newly crowned world champion. He had such a fantastic week in Oregon. That's around about 2 weeks ago now. Could Alison dos Santos give his meeting record a scare in the next few minutes? Wilfred Apio was 4th in Oregon by 2 hundredths. It was a brand new personal best, but the Frenchman really desperate to get on that podium. Liva Rossa of the United States.
Smash the like button, guys. I'm here watching a track and field here.
Great season on the circuit. Lane 3 goes to Julian Rutchen of Belgium, part of their squad that picked up a bronze in the 4x4 relay and made the semi-final as an individual at the World Championships. Lane 2 goes to Amir Latin of the United States, new personal best this year, set in the United States Championships back in June. Completing the lineup in lane 1 is Ramsey Angela of the Netherlands. He made the semi-final in Eugene as well. This man set to be the opening event in the Diamond League program. We've had a busy pre-program, brilliant power events, junior events, and some great high-quality field events as well. But keep your eye on lane 6 and Alison dos Santos. His meeting record is 48.5, set last season. Brazilian could obliterate that. So Khalifa Rossa in 4, Wilfred Apio in 5, and Alison dos Santos in 6. Finalists from the World Championships. Away, first time. Keep an eye on who rises first. Does it look like CJ Allen of the United States has got a fast start out there in lane 7. The tall figure of Alison dos Santos from Brazil surely is going to eat up that stagger as they work their way down the back straight. Alison dos Santos has really attacked the first 200 in a lot of his Diamond League races so far. He'll actually be on for his 5th Diamond League win if the Brazilian can finish it off in these last 150 metres. Apio of France is just stretching there. You can see him extending his stride, trying to maintain his stride pattern. Khalifa Rossa, the United States representative on the inside, is giving Alison dos Santos, the new world champion, a run for his money. But here comes the Brazilian Alison dos Santos, stretching out over the final few barriers. It's just himself, the clock, and the flamethrowers for company. It is a new meeting record, 47.8 for Alison dos Santos. Great running there for Khalifa Rossa to try and stay on terms with the new world champion.
Well, he's just continued in Poland, hasn't he, Hannah, where he left off from Eugene. A meeting record in our first track event of the afternoon here in Silesia. What a way to start. A little stutter, just the faintest of stutters, with about 200 to go, but didn't he finish well off the penultimate barrier? And as you said, rightly so, Rossa threatening to put him under some pressure coming into this penultimate barrier here. But dos Santos, look how he approaches the final barrier, and then off it is flat speed coming through. And he said all the preparation for Eugene was running for his coach. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to perform for his coach. Now he's got the world title. He's running for himself. He's having some fun.
I think this post-World Championship period, I find it so interesting. Personally, as an athlete, I loved competing after the championships. That pressure's off, you can just relax and enjoy it. And dos Santos there did look like he enjoyed the run, that he was relaxed. It wasn't quite the aggression we saw, perhaps in Stockholm particularly. That was a very quick start he made in the Diamond League over in Stockholm.
to start the meeting. Dos Santos then victorious in a new meeting record. Celestia Stadium building all the time. Now, earlier we had a thrilling women's shot put competition, one of 6 field events here today. Here is Jessica Schilder, who took bronze in Eugene a couple of weeks ago. She made the final 3 with that second round throw, national record of 1984, and a lifetime best. She really is.
Way disappointment game, guys.
Jessica Schilder,
Seriously,
still only
a disappointment match.
So Jessica Schilder safely through. That was the meeting record, sorry, the national record for the Netherlands.
A way disappointment match.
Story of the women's shot put in Eugene. The first
No, sir.
to win the world title, and here she was in her first competition since.
Way disappointing game, guys. Seriously, we should have won the game, but we didn't win the match.
In the opening round.
And
JCD 1984, their 2038
we lost the game.
in round 3.
We really lost the match.
2038 put it to the top of the pile, and Sarah Mitt, fresh from her success in Birmingham, the Commonwealth Games. These athletes have had a really tight turnaround. So our final
For us now, just of course focus on the
Jessica Schilder,
week next.
bronze in Eugene,
We
in
play.
second place, and Sarah Mitt has been even more freshly crowned Commonwealth Games champion. Our final 3 in the shot put. And
So
if you've been with us all season, you know that
yeah, guys. So if you're new to the channel, smash the like button, give it 50 likes.
So Shea Seeley in round 6 was first to throw with that beating record of 2038 in her back pocket, if she's got a pocket on those bottoms.
Smash the like button, guys.
With a 6-round throw, just short of 20 metres. And again, just to remind you, if you're new to the final 3 this season, all marks across all 6 rounds count. So the 2038 was the mark to beat. Shea Seeley looking to improve on it.
So smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button.
The mark to beat.
Get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up.
Schilder was up next. She would have to
Get the
find
likes up, guys. Get the likes up.
She wanted to overtake Shea Seeley. All of Shea Seeley's other throws have been further left.
Get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up.
Jessica Schilder there with her final throw. Wasn't going to be any improvement on her fantastic new national record of 19 metres 84. Another 7 centimetres to the national record.
I'll be setting the other watch along, guys, for next week. That is the Liverpool versus Ajax.
From Eugene, continuing
And
back onto
field.
the league circuit, which here is Celestia,
That's next
effectively
week.
the first meeting of the second half of the Diamond League season. Sarah Mitt then with her extra bonus 6-round throw, still looking to improve on 2038 from Shea Seeley. This was
The
a
new
6-round effort.
smash the like button.
Coursing through her veins after success in Birmingham. Could only manage 1908 in round 6. So she joins Schilder and Ely on the podium. And really you can say that it's the 3 informed shot putters who occupy 1, 2, 3 here in Celestia. Beating record then for Shea Seeley. 2038 in round 2.
So Chelsea
The final result,
part company with head
a
coach
national record for the
Thomas
Dutchman,
Tuchel.
and Sarah Mitt, the Commonwealth Games champion, in 3rd place.
A good national record there for Fanny Roos in 4th. So those shot put women really getting the event off to a good start. We've got a brilliant crowd here in Poland. They love all their disciplines.
My first day I see them when I watch one good chat
On the field. They're very knowledgeable. They've been really supportive, created a great atmosphere here so far.
Second track event of the afternoon then, the women's 800 metres. An event that's in safe hands, you think, for the future with the likes of Athenlow and Keely Hodgkinson, who enjoyed that thrilling finish in Eugene. Neither of them is here in Celestia this weekend, but we do have 2 Americans who are rather looking to get back to winning ways after disappointment in Eugene. We'll meet them in a moment. Anita Lanige will be our pacemaker at age of 41. We've got Ali Wilson Sage Hurter, 2 Americans. There is Ajay Wilson, 28 years old, the world indoor champion earlier this year. Only 8th in Eugene, a real surprise. She'll be looking to get back to winning ways here in Silesia this afternoon. Hoffman and Chapla share lane 4. Chapla from Katowice, just down the road. That's our local club. Set a personal best on this track in June of this year. And then Horvat, Feldmeier, Bello and Christina Hennig on the inside. So women's 800 metres and 5 Americans in this field. 2 laps of the track. Well, away they go. And, well, pacing-wise, Anatol Dish has been asked to go through 400 in 57.5. That puts them on around 157 pace, which is appreciably slower than the Eugene World Championships final. But we'll keep an eye
Just I'll give
Ajay Wilson and
some more.
Raven Rogers. Raven Rogers is not there, so Raven Rogers is a leg withdrawal, so that really opens the field up even more for Ajay Wilson.
It does, and Ajay Wilson, she would have been bitterly disappointed coming back 8th place at the World Championships. This is the chance at redemption, but you've got the likes of Sage Hurter in there as well, just getting on the back of the pacemaker. She didn't make the US team, so she's out here running carefree, just trying to see what she can do. Now, I love the way that Elena Bello runs. She's always right on the rail, gets herself into some fantastic positions, and that's good through the bar. After 57.5, and what does it need to give you? 57.49. She's a brilliant pacemaker, right on that wavelength technology as well.
Well, she's earned her money today already, so Lanish leading them through. Sage Hurter is behind her, so a little bit of work to do for Ajay Wilson, who's lying effectively in 3rd place, with Bello going out really aggressively. Pacemaking duties are done, so it's Hurter, the American, who's taking on the 24-year-old with a personal best of 1:58.30. Ajay Wilson, a little bit of a gap between 2nd and 3rd, so Hurter, Bello and Ajay Wilson. Now comes Feldmeier also getting into the reckoning, into the final 110 metres. Hurter, can she hang on here? Now here comes Wilson, moving wide, tossing herself with that really trademark kick. She's going to have to go some. She's going past Bello now. Hurter though is gritting her teeth. Hurter, has she done enough? Ajay Wilson's coming back at a really measured finish from Ajay Wilson. You got the impression there that she knew she had the making of Hurter. 1:58.29. Much better. A return to winning ways for Ajay Wilson, who really dominated this event in the pre-Castor Semenya era. And how this event has changed over the last 2 or 3 years. First Semenya, now Avignon and Keely Hodgkinson. But all the while, Hannah, Ajay Wilson has been there or thereabouts. And it's great to see her back to winning ways.
It is. Ajay Wilson's indoor season was brilliant. You kind of saw her getting back to her best, winning that world indoor title. And she looked really good at the USA Championships, pushing Avignon all the way to the line in their final there. And then it all just came a little bit unstuck at the Oregon World Championships. But Ajay Wilson back in the lead, but only in the closing few stages. It was a great run from Sage Hurter. She was really desperate to have a good performance here and perhaps enjoy this back end of the 2022 track season. And a good run from the young Elena Bello of Italy coming through for 3rd place.
Well, it is a beating record because it's the first time an 800 metres has been run in an official event in this stadium at the Kamila Skolimovska Memorial. So whoever won here would be setting a meeting record. So it's 1:58.28. Ajay Wilson spoke to her at the hotel briefly last night, looking very relaxed indeed. Ajay Wilson, Hurter and Horvat coming through, a lifetime best for her in 3rd place.
See the celebration there from Horvat. She saw the time come up on the board. Her and Bello really caught up in the 4 intimate heats at the World Championships. And captured over Bissett of Australia. They had to navigate all that, so a lot of drama for them. So great to see them rewarded with good times and good positions here. So that's fantastic opening times in the first 800 metres. We've got a fair bit of endurance in the programme today. Men's 800, women's 3K, women's 15. Plenty to look forward to.
Well, it's javelin next. We've got a women's and men's javelin competition. Well, what a story, Hannah, in the women's javelin, including
No, big fan of City.
What? You do not reset your set. This is real. Barbara Spotakova of the Czech Republic is in the lead position at the moment as we head into these top two. Levita Yosineti is in second place. And then Haruko Kitaguchi has managed to get herself into these final three as well. Barbara Spotakova will throw first. Still the world record holder. She's held that for 14 years. Her mark is 72 metres and 28. Pretty big season's best in round one of 62 metres and 29. She then passed the 3 rounds, had a foul in the 5th round. She's been unchallenged so far. She will try and add a little bit more to that 62-29 with this final throw if she possibly can. On the graphic there, to the naked eye here in the stadium, I thought she might have done that, might have added even more to her 62 and 29. But she can sit back and see whether some of these in second or third can give that 62-29 any trouble at all.
Okay, guys, I know you guys gonna say one still live.
61 and 78.
Yes.
No improvement for Barbara Spotakova.
Getting watch hours, guys, so that's the thing.
She's 6th in Paris. So much better performance.
If you're new, smash that like button if you're new to the channel.
Doesn't seem to age at all, does she? So, the task for Liveta Jasinaitė from Lithuania remains the same. 62-29 is the target. 61-79, you can see there her only throw. From
Reach
later on.
3
So here she goes. Our
viewers.
second thrower in the final
Yeah.
three. And no, definitely not her best effort at all. For Jasinaitė, the 28-year-old European bronze medalist. Back in 2018, the European Championships, of course, in Munich in a few days' time. Part of this absolute glut of world-class athletics from the World Championships in Eugene, the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, and then the European Championships in Munich. 61-79, and of course the Diamond League continues.
You see that frustration there for Jasinaitė, and that's because she knows this woman is only 4 centimetres behind her, and Haruko Kitaguchi is dangerous in the closing rounds in the javelin. She seems to build her momentum throughout the competition. She's done so today as well. Her best throw coming in the 4th round at 61 metres and 76, 1 centimetre further than Cara Winger of the United States. The American down into 4th place, reversing their positions from Eugene. Kitaguchi find anything else in the final round. She took a really brilliant win in the Paris Diamond League. And is she going to repeat that? I love her reactions when she throws well. She was like, she can't believe how far she can throw that javelin down the field. Kitaguchi, I said she got momentum throughout a competition, and she saved her very best for the 6th round here, the final throw of the competition. She spoils the Barbara Spotakova party. It's been measured at 65 metres and 10 centimetres, and look at her face. That's before it's even been measured. She knows that's a good throw. She knows it's far. And she had a 2nd Diamond League title. She took the win in Paris, taking the win here in Silesia. Japan's Kitaguchi. See her all smiles for the Japanese athlete, not so happy for Spotakova and Jasinaitė. Watch that final throw launch its way down the field.
Well, incredible. Real drama. What a start we've had here in Silesia. Beating record in the 400 metres hurdles. Drama in the women's shot put.
Season's best for Kitaguchi. Spotakova, I think season's best for her. See if she can build momentum into those European Championships. Great to see her there. Jasinaitė had a good top 3 finish. In Kitaguchi. Right, go and celebrate with her support team.
Well, field events coming thick and fast, so victory for Kitaguchi in the women's javelin. And to 100 metres coming up very shortly, but first of all, let's just wrap up one of the triple jump. There's our final three, Diaz Hernandez, 100 Machado, the Olympic champion, and now world champion, and Zhu Yaming were our final three. Diaz Hernandez 17.53 with his second round jump. He then passed at 3, 4 and 5. He's only jumped twice all afternoon. And here he is then in round 6. This is the first jumper of the final 3. No, just running through. Just didn't feel it right. He's had a brilliant season. The two Cubans, both with the same name, Diaz, Jordan Alejandro Diaz 14, who's not here in Celestia this weekend, but Andy Diaz Hernandez having a fine afternoon. World number 3 this year. So his mark of 17.53 remains the target for the Olympic champion and world champion, Javier Pichado. I'll tell you that Fabrice Zongo finished down in 5th.
Pichado needs to find 24 centimetres if he wants to put himself in the lead. He competed that much in the 2022 season, it didn't seem to matter in Eugene. Huge 17 metres and 95 there to take the gold medal. Pichado will need to recapture that form. He wants to take this diamond league win. His best mark for round 3 is 17 metres and 29. The target 17 metres 53. He was way behind the ball there. Pichado is a valid jump, but he looks frustrated. The valuable centimetres he's given up on the runway. But Javier Pichado in 2nd place at the moment. 20 centimetres the gap on the board.
Rather too generous. It's an enormous amount to do.
It's been measured at 17 metres and 6 centimetres. So even if he had had that 20 centimetres from the board, it still wouldn't have been enough to take a win from Diaz Hernandez.
So all eyes then on Drew running, lying in 3rd place, and that's where he finished, of course, in Eugene a couple of weeks ago in a bronze medal position. 17.25 his best effort, that was in round 2, but it's 17.53 the time. It's as you were. This is the final jump in the men's triple. Oh, great second phase there, but not great enough. It is over 17 metres. It looks pretty similar to the mark of Pichado in the previous jump. So Drew takes the applause, and they're waiting for his mark to come up, and he hasn't got enough to dislodge Diaz Hernandez from the top of the leaderboard. The world number 3 has taken his first Diamond League victory here. Diaz Hernandez just waiting for the official mark for Drew to come up before starting the celebrations. Is Dean Taylor there? Goodness me. Still competing out here after that horrendous injury. 17.07. Drew's final mark, just a centimetre more than Pichado. So he remains in 3rd place. That concludes the men's triple jump from Elio area this afternoon. Victory for Hernandez from Cuba, who continues this excellent season for the Cuban triple jumpers. Pichado on this occasion having to settle for 2nd. Drew down in 3rd, and Zongo, remember, who was silver medalist in Eugene, down in 5th place.
So Diaz Hernandez has come through that unscathed. He looked like he was not necessarily moving as smoothly as he'd like on that podium and through that final attempt. So let's hope the rest of the season goes smoothly. It's a big win here in Celestia for the Cuban.
The stadium is filling up all the time. It holds 50,000 people. It's getting busier and busier. Tickets are free. The prosecutor was the sporting director said, everyone's welcome. Just come along. This is a momentous occasion for London, particularly the region of Celestia. And here are line we have for our next track event is the men's 100 metres, the blue ribbon event of any athletics meeting. 5 of the World Championship finalists in Eugene are here, including the silver and bronze medalists from 2 weeks ago. It's a tight turnaround for many of these athletes who fly across the pond. That's taking Silverado in 4. Keith Blake from Jamaica, only 20 years old, allows the next to know the future of the US runner. Elijah Moore from the USA and the third member of the 400 meters silver team. 2 years ago now, 11 years ago, He's in four. Christian Coleman, former world champion in Northern Ireland, and he's sixth in Eugene. His first major final six. Returning from the 17th of in Eugene behind Fred Curley, just that 2 thousandths ahead. Ravel was leading with 10 metres to go. He goes in sixth. Canison Beating, fifth in Eugene, and second in Birmingham, sixth in the Commonwealth Games. He lost his crown just a few days to go to Ferdi Amanyala. He's in seventh. Abdul Hakim Sally Brown from Japan goes in lane eight. Japanese champion, seventh in Eugene, and Curry King from the USA, the fifth American, goes in lane nine. Chance here for Ravel, Coleman and Gracie to remain acquaintances. Ravel and Gracie are teammates. They were going to join adjacent lanes, but they asked to be separated by an athlete. Not because they don't like each other, they just like to be able to concentrate on their own race. So Ravel goes in four, Coleman in five, Gracie, world record left of picture, goes in six. Next one just outside the beating record held by Ronnie Baker, but Ravel, who had to settle for that bronze medal in Eugene. When they say Canada, revenge is a dish best served cold. There's no bad blood between these two. They're good teammates. They get on very well. But it's a reversal of what we felt in Eugene.
This trick on Brunel got a brilliant start. He was a great starter. This is Christian Coleman held up from the 60-metre exploits. Christian Coleman did manage to match his American compatriots in those early stages in the first 20 or 30 metres. And then Trayvon Brunel just seemed to lift his pace ever so slightly. But often at this stage in the last couple of years, Brunel's tightened up and athletes have come past him. But he seemed to be able to stay relaxed, stay positive.
Smash that up, guys.
80 metres to 100 metres.
I'm a few moments away to wrap up this now. Phone is dead.
Gracie gave it everything in those closing stages to try and get back on terms with Ravel. Had to settle for second. Keith Blake of Jamaica came through for a good third, tight on the line between Leo and Gracie. With that blanket finish behind them as well.
Absolutely. Well, Ravel was very emotional after his race in Eugene, after a really difficult last couple of years, including difficulties in Tokyo. So what the finals are, Ravel gets revenge at round 95, Gracie second, Hakim Blake on the stage. Thanks to
Alright guys, that's it. So thanks for joining guys. And I am absolutely out.